Welcome to FanDuel Fam. I'm Rex.
I'm Trace.
And I'm Christian.
And this is our first episode. Now, in the first 5 minutes, we're going to give you the best team we think that you can buy and to help you win money. We've won a lot of money ourselves, and we thought we would pass it along on YouTube, and hopefully it can help you guys.
And these are the lineups we are using for this week. This is our one lineup that we believe that we will win money in. So we're not just saying this just to give you a crappy lineup. We really are trying to help you because there's nothing out there to help people with FanDuel. So here we go.
Trace is really caring.
Okay, so we got our quarterback, and this is the center of your team. We got Russell Wilson. For one, because he's only 8,200. And for two, he's playing in Seattle against Carolina, and I think they're going to kill it. I think Russell Wilson is guaranteed 19 or higher points, and for his price, I think that's really good compared to all these other players above him like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and such. So I definitely think Russell Wilson is a great quarterback to play and will do great.
Yeah, also about Russell Wilson, star Luda Leahy has a broken foot.
Yeah,
So
he's out for the playoffs.
They don't have their backbone of their defense in. So there you go.
Okay. Then at running backs, we have Jonathan Stewart and Dan Herron. Now, Jonathan Stewart, he's going to get his touches. Now, I know behind him is, what's his name?
D'Angelo Williams.
D'Angelo Williams. But Stewart has been killing it the last 2 games. So he's going to get his touches, and even if Carolina struggles in Seattle, Stewart's a good running back for 6,500. Now, also Herron, who's totally stepped up and stole the spotlight from Richardson. And I think he's going to get his touches as well. Basically the same situation. Now, Denver's D is a bit tough, but Herron has to play well in order for the Colts to play well. So these are good players for good prices, and if they do well, it gives you more money to have stronger receivers.
And this is where our receivers come in. Christian.
Yeah, our receivers are definitely our strongest point. We have Demaryius Thomas. He's been pretty consistent throughout the entire season. We're relying on basically 100 yards and a touchdown, hopefully. And
It's points per reception, too. So he's probably going to have at least 8 receptions.
Definitely.
And that's 4 points right there.
And our player of the week this week is receiver Dez Bryant. We believe Dez Bryant, all the emotion he brings into the game and just coming into the playoffs after kind of a lackluster performance, we expect him to steal the show. And he's one of those players that can go for 30 yards one day and then the next day go for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that's our play for this week, for player of the week.
And I think Green Bay and Dallas is going to be a high-scoring game, and I think Romo is going to be relying on his best receiver. And
yeah, definitely. And our last receiver, it's kind of considered our sleeper of the week.
Doug Baldwin, definitely a steal for this week. 5,900 this week. I don't understand why. There's so many wide receivers above him that do not deserve that prize. But we got Russell Wilson, and who is Russell Wilson going to throw the ball to? Doug Baldwin. So you need Doug Baldwin on your team because, for one, he fits the budget. And for two, he's the #1 wide receiver, and he's 5,900. It doesn't make any sense.
Definitely. So, he's behind backups, and he's a starting receiver. The #1 target, that's the guy you want to get with that price.
Yep, definitely. Okay, and then we have the Seahawks defense. And I think just playing the Seahawks defense is fun. I think this is the defense you want to root for this
in
week.
Seattle.
Yeah. And they've won the Super Bowl, and Carolina is an underdog, and they're thankful to be to this point, and Richard Sherman and them have had a bye week to rest, and I think Carolina may be in for it. So it's a fun defense to root for unless you're a Carolina fan.
And I think the only Carolina offense is going to come from Jonathan Stewart because I don't think Cam Newton's going to be able to throw the ball. So I definitely think there will be points scored on Seattle, but I think there will also be interceptions. I think there might even be a pick 6, and that's a lot of points for a defense. So I definitely think the most expensive defense is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
And our tight end this week is Jason Witten. He's kind of old reliable for Tony Romo. Even in a game where the Cowboys didn't play to the best of their abilities and offense was definitely off for an entire half, he still brought in points. And we're just expecting a high-scoring game there and Witten to get plenty of passes and catches.
Well, that's our team, and we hope it helps you win money as well. And
well, definitely don't forget about the kicker. We got the cheapest kicker, Justin Tucker, but he hit 2 50-yard field goals last game and had 15 points. So I definitely think, why not just have him against New England? So,
yeah. Just trying to go over the team review.
Yeah. Our quarterback, Russell Wilson, Jonathan Stewart, Heron, Dez Bryant, Thomas, Baldwin, Witten, Tucker, and the Seahawks D.
And that's our team.
So, thank you, and we'll be back next week with a whole new lineup and
go win some money.
Yeah.